Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to do something a little bit new today. And we're going to do a LeBron James fans get their facts from Facebook episode 1. And I'm going to start doing this, I think, like I do the LeBron James fans say weird things. I think I'm going to start a LeBron James fans get their facts from Facebook episode 1. I think I'm going to do a playlist, see how this goes. Because, you know, sometimes you guys send me things, whether it's an email or a message, whatever it is. And a lot of this stuff comes from either Instagram or, you know, some weird website or some fan page. And a lot of it comes from Facebook. Facebook has the worst basketball knowledge, the worst basketball forums or pages that I've ever seen in my life, that people swear is factual. That's so far from the truth. And it's just a bunch of weird stuff that's being said out here. And the newest thing that I saw on Facebook yesterday was that Scottie Pippen was robbed of at least 3 or 4 Finals MVPs. This is what I saw floating around on Facebook, guys. These weird posts that you guys see, these things that don't make any sense. We're going to talk about it. Like I said, episode 1, LeBron James fans get their facts from Facebook. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, you know I am truly, truly humbled by all support, guys. Like I said, it really means a lot, man, for real. You guys truly, truly humble me with all this stuff, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, man, excuse me for a second. So, like I said, guys, LeBron James fans get their facts from Facebook, episode 1. And my goodness, guys. Now, you have probably been on Facebook before, whether you're currently on Facebook now. Maybe you used to be on Facebook. Maybe you're still on there. You keep in touch with family members or, you know, distant friends or whatever the case may be. Facebook has its place on social media, right? It was big, you know, some years back. And, you know, now people are starting to do the TikToks and, you know, Instagram seems to be bigger. You know, we have the YouTubes and, you know, all these different platforms on social media, Twitter and all this stuff, guys. And I've told you many times, I don't know how people keep up with all this stuff. Some people have all these platforms. They have all this stuff. I don't know how they keep up with it. I just want to be able to do it. But when you look at Facebook, guys, this is a place where people seem to get their basketball intake, you know, takes from their basketball facts, their basketball knowledge. You know, this is where they do their research, is on Facebook. And I'm telling you guys right now, do not go to Facebook for your research, for knowledge, for factual information on basketball, or really any sport for that matter. Now, there are some factual pages on Facebook. I'm not saying that everything on Facebook is incorrect or wrong or fake. That's not what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff is, though. Especially as it pertains to the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan stuff, the 90s era of NBA, you know, all this weird stuff, man, that you see on here. It doesn't even add up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't add up, guys. And I went down a rabbit hole yesterday, you know, and I thought I was going to find a couple of little things and, you know, I'll make a video about it. But my goodness, man, it was worse than I thought. It was worse than I thought, guys. And like I told you, what I'm seeing now, and maybe you guys have seen this also on Facebook, is that they're now claiming that Scottie Pippen was robbed of at least 3. I saw a post. I'm trying to remember the name of this, guys. Oh, I wrote it down here. The name of the actual place. It was called Team LeBron All Day, I believe it was called. And the reason why I noticed a lot of this stuff, or I saw this, is because a lot of these people were sending this stuff to GOAT James Kingdom. If you guys don't know, GOAT James Kingdom has like 120,000 followers on Facebook, which is hilarious to me. Think about that. You have 120,000 people following GOAT James Kingdom on Facebook, guys. This is where GOAT James Kingdom gets their info, their facts, and these are their supporters. You should have seen some of this stuff that they were sending GOAT James Kingdom on Facebook. You should see some of these people, guys, that are considered, you know, experts, you know, out here on Facebook. They're considered like experts for that page from GOAT James Kingdom. These kids are like 17 years old, 18 years old, guys, 19, 20 years old. These are a bunch of young, goofy-looking kids, man. They don't know a damn thing about Michael Jordan or a damn thing about anything in the NBA before 2015. But this is where Go James Kingdom gets his info from. Facebook facts. Really weird, guys. So, I wrote down some stuff here. I want you guys to listen and hear. This is what's being said. This is what's being promoted on Facebook, guys. This as the truth, as facts. You should see the comment section on some of these posts. It's actually disturbing and disgusting. It makes no sense. Like I said, I click on these people to see what they look like, who they are. And like I said, most of the time it's some goofy looking young kids, man, that don't know a damn thing. But they speak as if they're, we're living in the 80s and the 90s. Like I said, I love how people who were never around for this stuff have so many opinions on this stuff. It doesn't make any sense, right? They're experts on the 80s and the 90s. They never watched the 80s and the 90s, though. They get mad at us because we're critiquing the 2010s era, the 2020s, the current NBA, because we're comparing it to what we grew up watching. That's not the same as you guys who grown up in this era watching it, who keep trying to tell us that the 80s and 90s was whack, was watered down. You weren't even there for it. How could you have such a strong opinion and all these things to say when you weren't even there for it? You can't. How are you going to compare? You can't do it. You don't know. We're giving you the facts here, but you don't want to listen to people who know more than you. So listen to some of this stuff, guys. Like I said, some of the stuff doesn't even make any sense, man. You got one here says, it's not even close. Jordan's not even a top 10 player. But there's no explanation here given why Jordan's not a top 10 player, but this was the statement on a post, a LeBron James post. It's not even close. Jordan's not even a top 10 player. And once again, you can feel that way all you want, but explain it. I want to see the explanations. Where are your facts? Where's the evidence you have to support this claim? Anytime that I've mentioned LeBron James not being top 10, and I've told you guys I would never put LeBron James top 10, what do I tell you guys? He's not worthy of it. And I've explained why he's not worthy to be in a conversation for a top 10 player all the time. I've broken it down in several videos, and I think you guys understand and get what being worthy means. LeBron James is not respected. Do you respect his career? I don't respect his career. Do you respect his overall game? I don't respect his overall game. So once again, LeBron James for me is not worthy to be a top 10 player. And like I said, LeBron James' resume is all paper. He's a paper champion. That's it. Once you look into the resume, you scrutinize the resume, you check on the references, all of a sudden he gets exposed, right? Paper champion. That's LeBron James, man. So, these are the things that we're talking about. Now, I came across something which is very interesting here because this person, is trying to talk about how Michael Jordan fans, this is on Facebook, guys, Michael Jordan fans give Michael Jordan all these excuses. We make excuses for Michael Jordan. Listen, I consider myself a Michael Jordan fan, but I told you I'm a fan of basketball. But yes, I'm a Michael Jordan fan, no doubt. I don't ever remember making excuses for Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan didn't need excuses made for him. Michael Jordan never made excuses for himself. The difference between Michael Jordan fans and LeBron James fans is that, listen, not every I can't speak for every single Michael Jordan fan in the world. There's some young kids out there that say dumb stuff and they post dumb things and they over-exaggerate. We get all of that, man. But by and large, Michael Jordan fans are in line with Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan never made excuses for himself, right? He took accountability, responsibility. So we don't make excuses for Michael Jordan. I know I haven't. LeBron James, the complete opposite. LeBron James always making excuses for himself, for his faults, his failures. Whatever happens, he has an excuse to explain it. He never takes accountability. He's always the victim. So, in turn, LeBron James fans are the same way. They make excuses for LeBron James. They play the victim. They never take any accountability. That's why I tell you, they won't hold LeBron James to any standard. So this person is saying that Jordan fans give Jordan excuses for playoff shortcomings. That's what the title of this post was. And then this guy proceeds to post a whole bunch of nonsense. And this is what it goes down like. 1985 is excusable because he was young. I don't remember anyone ever saying that Michael Jordan's first season in the NBA was excusable because he was young. Excusable from what? I'm confused here. What was Michael Jordan excusable for? He made the playoffs as a rookie. LeBron James didn't. So how is that a playoff shortcoming? He was young. I don't remember anyone ever saying that. Michael Jordan making the playoffs with the Chicago Bulls as a rookie is a huge accomplishment. There is no shortcoming there. There's no need for an excuse there. But this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it seem like Michael Jordan has to win a championship every single year because that's what we say about LeBron James. When did we say that about LeBron James? So think about this, guys. This is what they say. So 1985 is excusable because he was young. This is what they're saying. Then they say, so was Bron, because they gotta say Bron, because they know LeBron James. I mean, my goodness with the Bron stuff, guys. This is weird. So was Bron in 2007. So we're comparing LeBron James, was at 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. We're comparing LeBron James' fourth season in the NBA to Michael Jordan's rookie season in the NBA. And once again, Michael Jordan made the playoffs his rookie year. There was no shortcoming there. A Chicago Bulls franchise that hadn't made the postseason in years. And Michael Jordan guaranteed to make the playoffs every year he was in Chicago, which he lived up to that promise and that guarantee. LeBron James missed the playoffs his first 2 seasons in the NBA. Did not even make an All-Star game his first season in the NBA. Michael Jordan was an MVP candidate, all-team, all-NBA second team, because there were no all-NBA third teams when he started in the league. Was an All-Star that year. LeBron James wasn't even an All-Star his rookie season. And Michael Jordan led his team in every major statistic except for blocked shots. He started all 82 games, played all 82 games. LeBron James didn't even do that his rookie season. The man didn't even play all 82 games as a rookie or a second year or a third. The man didn't play all 82 games until 2018, like his 12th season in the league. It's an absolute joke, guys. So they're going to try to compare LeBron James' 4th season in the league, where he choked up in the postseason in the finals. They're comparing it to Michael Jordan's rookie year. I don't understand that. And are we trying to say that Michael Jordan's 85 Chicago Bulls team is the same as LeBron James' 2007 Cavaliers team? I don't. Where's the correlation there? Michael Jordan was on a team with guys that were known for being drug abusers, guys who were drinkers, smokers, but that's Michael Jordan's team. His best teammate was who? Dave Corzine, Orlando Woolridge. LeBron James had a solid team there. Guys that had made All-Stars, an All-Star like Zydrunas Ilgauskas. You had guys on that team that can play. Guys who stepped up and played their roles. But LeBron James fans never give LeBron James, once again, no, he takes no accountability for 07. They're going to say he was young, even though he's in his 4th season in the league. He was young. So we're comparing Michael Jordan's rookie year to LeBron James' 4th year in the league. Insane, guys. But this is what the LeBron James fans do on Facebook. There's another one here, guys. It says, this is a continuation for the excuses that we make for Michael Jordan. In 1986 and 1987 were excusable. I don't understand why this guy keeps using the words excusable here. Because the Celtics were stacked. It's not excusable. But once again, Michael Jordan wasn't supposed to beat the Celtics. He was never supposed to beat the Celtics in 86 and 87. Like I've said before, if Michael Jordan's 86 Bulls beat the 86 Celtics that year in the playoffs, Larry Bird would have never been allowed back to Boston, guys. They would have never let him back to Boston. That's how big of an upset and embarrassment that would have been on the Boston Celtics, guys. The 86 Celtics are considered one of the greatest teams of all time, and not the greatest team of all time. So this person says, so were the Warriors in 2017 and 2018. So once again, we're comparing Michael Jordan's 2nd and 3rd season in the league against established great teams, the 86-87 Celtics, right? We're comparing Michael Jordan's 3rd year on the 86 and 87 Bulls team to LeBron James playing on his stacked super team in 2017? How's it the same thing? Once again, the 2017 Warriors that were getting blown out by 20-plus points in the 3rd quarter to the Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge Spurs. No Tim Duncan on that team. I don't even believe Manu Ginobili was on that team anymore. I believe Tony Parker was on that team. But they were blowing the Warriors out. The 2017 Warriors, they were blowing them out. But we're supposed to believe, oh, they were unbeatable. And you comparing the 86-87 Celtics because they were stacked, so were the Warriors. Once again, wasn't LeBron James in 2017 playing with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love? I'm pretty sure he was, guys. Pretty sure. You name me a player on the Chicago Bulls anywhere close to Kyrie Irving scoring the ball. You name me another player on the Bulls, 86-87, that was as good as Kevin Love, both sides. Rebounding and scoring. Charles Oakley was on that 87-86 team. But was Charles Oakley a rebounder of Kevin Love's magnitude? No, he wasn't. And Charles Oakley was a very good rebounder. But he wasn't a rebounder like Kevin Love. Could he score the ball like Kevin Love? No, he couldn't. Once again, who on that team is Kyrie Irving? Is it equivalent to Kyrie Irving? Quentin Daly? Orlando Woolridge? Who's the equivalent to Kyrie Irving on that team? I'm trying to figure this out. Once again, LeBron James had that team built up. Guys like Iman Shumpert, Richard Jefferson on that team. Tristan Thompson was a double-double guy. They had players, right? Like I said, J.R. Smith was on that team. So you had a 6 Man of the Year award winner on that team and a bunch of other really good role players. That was the 86-87 Bulls. Once again, you're trying to make excuses for LeBron James. No one made excuses for Michael Jordan in 86-87. He just didn't beat these guys because his team was nowhere close to that. 2017, LeBron James' team was comparable, and he got blown out 4 games to 1 because LeBron James out there, what? Not sacrificing for his team and out there not playing a lick of defense against Kevin Durant in the finals. That was never Michael Jordan, guys. He played defense. He gave effort on both sides of the ball. But here they go. They're the ones making excuses. No one made excuses for a second and third year Michael Jordan. Once again, there's no excuses to be made. He was in his second and third year. Once again, Michael Jordan still making the playoffs those seasons. LeBron James, the first 2 years, didn't make the playoffs. Now, listen to this one. It's a new one. 1995 was a choke job. 2011 was a choke job. So they're saying that Michael Jordan choked in 1995 the same as LeBron James in 2011? This is what we're doing now. This is Facebook, guys. This is the Facebook facts that LeBron James fans get their info from, guys. This is where the LeBron James fans live. They love Facebook. This is the things that they say. This is insane, guys. So 1995 was a choke job now. I'm not even going to get crazy with that because it's hilarious. There's no need to explain this stuff, man. So Michael Jordan choked in that series in 95, but they have no answer for Scottie Pippen. Where was Scottie Pippen in the 95 semifinals against Orlando Magic? And I've done a video on this. If Scottie Pippen was that great, the savior of Michael Jordan, he was the greatest all-around player of the 90s, where the hell was he in 95? Scottie Pippen didn't leave and play baseball for a couple of years. He wasn't fresh off of some serious injury or coming back to play basketball. So where the hell was Scottie Pippen in 95? Go look at Scottie Pippen's numbers. Go look at Scottie Pippen's numbers from the first round against the Charlotte Hornets that season in 95, and then go look at his numbers in the second round against the Orlando Magic in 95. Night and day, ladies and gentlemen. Where was Scottie Pippen to lead Michael Jordan, the Bulls? Where was he to carry Michael Jordan there? You guys keep saying he carries Michael Jordan, then where was Scottie Pippen in 95? So Michael Jordan choked in 95, the Bulls lost, but Scottie Pippen averaged, 16 points a game, 17? Michael Jordan averaged 30 in that series, but choked. LeBron James, this season, had Luka Doncic average 30 in the playoffs, and they still lost because LeBron James ain't doing a damn thing out there. So I guess we can say LeBron James choked again this year, which I think is clear. But we all know he choked in 2011, and that was clear as day. Now we're comparing 95 Jordan to 2011 LeBron James on a super stacked team. Michael Jordan's 95 team was not a super stacked team that Michael Jordan built up. Once again, Michael Jordan going against Shaquille O'Neal, Anthony Hardaway's Orlando Magic that won almost 60 games that season. They would win 60 games again the next season. So 95 is a choke job. That's not even close to being comparable to 2011, guys. You show me Michael Jordan standing in the corner, blowing on his hands, acting nervous, looking scared, looking intimidated, looking unsure of himself. You don't see that. What you see from Michael Jordan is him looking sloppy. You see Michael Jordan looking like he doesn't have the feel, the touch. That's how he looked to me. He just looked a little off. He didn't look scared of the moment. He didn't look like he was confused. He didn't know what to do. Michael Jordan still gave effort on the defensive end. LeBron James wasn't even playing no defense out there. So not only couldn't he score, remember, LeBron James averaged 26 points a game in the regular season, guys, that year. Averaged 17 in the finals. Michael Jordan actually upped his average from the first round to the second round against Orlando from the regular season. Averaged 30. Now, this wasn't Michael Jordan, playing at the highest great level, but Michael Jordan was still really good in that series. The problem was, where was Scottie Pippen? Where was the great Scottie Pippen to lead Michael Jordan? Where was he? He wasn't there because Scottie Pippen was never that dude. That's why Scottie Pippen was pointing at his sneakers and asking Michael Jordan to come back. Clowns. 2011 was a choke job like 95 now. This is what we're doing, comparing 95 to 2011 now. Insane. Now, this might be the most disturbing thing that I saw on Facebook. And you know what? I might actually do a separate video on that one because it just doesn't make any sense to me about Scottie Pippen and the finals MVPs that he's supposed to get. I think I'm going to do a separate video on that one. But I saw something else on Facebook here, guys, and this, like I said, this is where they get their facts from. I saw, listen, this is from Team LeBron All Day. That was the name of the page, Team LeBron All Day. This guy said this. He said Horace Grant is the equivalent to Chris Bosh. So this person was trying to make an argument that the first three-peat Bulls are a super team now. I never heard that before, guys. It's a new one to me. Now the first three-peat Bulls are a super team because you had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Horace Grant is the equivalent of Chris Bosh now. I don't ever remember Horace Grant averaging 20-plus points per game and 10-plus rebounds in a season. I don't ever remember that happening. Maybe it did. I forgot. I don't ever remember that happening, guys. That's what Chris Bosh was doing in the Toronto Raptors, guys, as the main guy carrying the Raptors to the postseason year after year after year. Why do you think LeBron James went after Chris Bosh and wanted Chris Bosh? Because the dude was like a 22-10 dude every season. Horace Grant ain't sniffing 22-10. Now, we can argue and debate whether Horace Grant is a better rebounder than Chris Bosh. No doubt about it, man. And I would probably give Horace Grant the edge. And I would probably give Horace Grant the edge defensively over Chris Bosh. But as far as overall game, there's no way you can say that Horace Grant's equivalent to Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, a Hall of Famer. Horace Grant's not a Hall of Famer. He's not even close to a Hall of Famer, guys. There are many, many other players that are not in the Hall of Fame that are much better than Horace Grant. Tom Chambers, Larry Nance, just name a few guys that are not in the Hall of Fame. Kevin Johnson, who I always mention, not in the Hall of Fame, much better than these guys. Amari Stoudemire, is he in the Hall of Fame? Much better than Horace Grant, right? So, I mean, Larry Johnson was better than Horace Grant, not in the Hall of Fame, right? There's a lot of guys that are way greater than Horace Grant. But this person trying to say Horace Grant's equivalent to Chris Bosh. Really? So if Horace Grant was on the Miami Heat, right? If they would have got Horace Grant to play in Miami, do you guys think that Horace Grant would have been able to adjust and adapt his game to become an outside shooter like Chris Bosh was? Hell no. And Horace Grant had a nice touch around the rim, 10, 12 feet. Horace Grant had a nice little jump shot, but he didn't have the stroke like Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh had a nice stroke, man. A much better shooter than Horace Grant. Chris Bosh was able to extend his range, step out to that three-point line, right? And change and adapt, sacrifice his game for LeBron James. Horace Grant wouldn't have been able to do that. But this is what we're doing now. Horace Grant is now equivalent of Chris Bosh, and now the first three-peat Bulls are a super team now. Now John Paxson is the greatest shooter of all time, or the greatest shooter of the early 90s now. I don't understand this stuff. John Paxson never won a three-point contest. I mean, what are we doing here? And John Paxson, excellent shooter. Knockdown shooter, spot-up shooter. Spot-up shooter, guys. That's the key here. John Paxson wasn't breaking dudes down to dribble, right, and pulling up on guys. Wasn't doing that. He was a spot-up shooter coming off screens, right? Spotting up for these jump shots, man. That was John Paxson. Same thing they do with Steve Kerr. They pump all these guys up into another realm now that they don't belong in. So now, Horace Grant is the equivalent of Chris Bosh, guys. So as you guys can see, man, like I told you, I got some more stuff here from Facebook that I'm going to do another separate video on. It's very disturbing. But LeBron James fans get their facts from Facebook, guys. This is episode 1. Part 1, whatever it is. I think I might continue this. I might just keep doing the Facebook stuff, looking at some of these things that just don't add up, don't make any sense, man. This is actually worse than the LeBron James fans say weird things, because these are people just making weird comments on my videos. Here on Facebook, you have actual pages. These people think they know basketball. They have actual pages. These guys interact with each other on Facebook. They have like a community. It's like a community on Facebook, guys. It's weird, man. I told you, it's like the flat earth community. These people are out there, weirdos that swear the earth is flat. You got these weirdos out here swearing that Scottie Pippen was better than Michael Jordan, making claims that Horace Grant is the equivalent of Chris Bosh. I mean, just all kinds of crazy things that these guys say. Well, you guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.